Hello everyone, this is Teacher Bobby. I just wanted to explain to you some of the activities that are going to be coming home. And so Giselle is rapidly running around delivering those to your houses. And so I wanted to show you what's in there for this week. So one of the things that's in there is a mitten, count, and match. And so you'll see sheets like this with mittens of two different colors, blue and red, and two different amounts, so that there'll be one blue and one red on this sheet of paper, and then onward all the way up to 12. But the activity is to match them, so you're going to need to cut them out nice and careful and put them in two piles so the children can match the blue mitten to the same amount as the red mittens. So if in case they have two on one page, then find the page that has two blue, like that one. So you'll need to cut them out carefully with your child and try and keep them nice, because you'll be probably using them a lot, I hope. And they go all the way up to 12. But if you don't feel like some children, that's a little too high. So start out with the smaller numbers and gradually work up to when they're able to count up higher. Another activity that we have is we have been listening to stories about snowmen and stories about, on my YouTube channel too, you have the story of the mitten, and we've been talking about mittens in our virtual class and talking about dressing for the weather. So I'm going to revisit an activity I sent out before winter break because we have a lot of new children with us. And we're also, we have Charlie's kids, teacher Charlie's kids are also doing activities with us. So we thought you might want to have another chance to do the mitten activity. And here you have the mitten, and it explains that they want you to cut the first mitten out. And then you can trace and cut another one out of the blank paper. Or if you're really sneaky, you could just hold them together and cut around, so you got both pages, the blank one and the printed one, and you could just cut them out together. Either way, you're going to end up with two mittens, a back and a front. But if that's too hard, you can always just attach the animals to one mitten. But then, of course, you have the animals that you can color in all the different colors, and you can watch the video and see the book, and you can see how to color them, or just cut them out, and then you can put them inside your mitten. And you can practice attaching your mitten together in different ways, either gluing, or you can hole punch and put yarn through. That's always fun to do. But in a way where the inside is open, so you can put your animals in there. And if not, you can always put them in a little Ziploc bag and put it all together that way. That's another thing I've done in the classroom. Then another activity we have is, as you saw, dressing for the weather. So this is an activity that you can do with your child that just asks them to pick out an item from this side and then decide which kind of weather would you wear that item. Now, it can be tricky, and like sunglasses, for instance, you would probably wear them in the sun in the summer. However, I do know that people, when they go skiing in the snow, will wear sunglasses because they don't want to get snow blind. So if your child can explain to you why this item can be worn in one of the seasons, I'm okay with that. As long as you are having a discussion and you're talking about, what kind of clothing you would wear in cold weather and warm, hot weather and those in between. And there's more to this. And this is kind of a variety of items in here. One of the things is also a rhyme hunt. So that's good. You can do it in any language you want and go around looking for things that rhyme. And it mentions a few things here like blue, something blue, and glue. And you guys can discover things that way in your house and just have it be a fun activity. You can do this in the car as you're driving along. You can have your child look for things that rhyme. And then just a couple of fun coloring pages at the back. And some of these you guys in my class have seen already, but for the other kids, it's new to them. And maybe your child might like to color a familiar picture again. Then the other one we have is, as you saw in the virtual class, we were sorting big things and little things. And so we can continue that at home. And here's our little bears. And this is the small things and this is the big things. So again, you'll want to cut this out nicely and lay it on your table. And then you're going to go through and cut out all of the items, all the cards, and then you're going to want to sort them as to whether they're a big thing or a small thing. And so those are things that you can do at home. And remember to read, and talk to your children about what they're seeing in the pictures, and they can draw pictures too, and you can talk about that together. So for now, those are our instructions, and I will be looking forward to seeing you in a virtual class. Bye-bye.